Wagwan people, today took a loss on US30. Yeah, so it was a good setup, but that's just how the market moves sometimes. So let's do a recap and get to the point of why we took this trade. So let's go in replay mode, delete everything. Alright, so I come to the charts about 8 o'clock. That's when I start trading. 8 o'clock, 8:30. Yeah, so it's 8 o'clock right now. So when I came on the chart, I was looking at the charts. I seen 4 demand zone. So this one right here, this one, this one, and this one right here. Now, how do I know that all of these are demand zone? Because all of them have a gap and all of them have a break of structure. So for this one, the gap will be right here. I always want the gap to be attached to the zone. And it gave a break of structure. So it made it high right here, which went above this previous high. Now, for we to take the trade and for we to get an entry on this demand zone, we need to see it pull back into this zone. And then we'd want to enter on the break of structure, break of candle. For this one now, the gap is quite big. So all of this is a gap. So we'd want to see price come, fill that gap, and tap into the zone. That's exactly why we need the gap to be attached to the zone. So more than likely, when price fill the gap, it will give us a touch into the zone. Yeah. So this other zone, oh, and also the break of structure for this, as you can see, price just kept going up and break above this high right here and this high, the day's high. Yeah, this zone now, the gap is right here. So want to see price come back and fill this gap and tap into the zone. Now for the final one right here, the gap is right here. This is the gap. We got the break of structure, which would be price made this high, that broke above this minor high right here. So all we're waiting now is for price to come back into the zone and stay in the zone, and then for us to be able to enter on the break of candle. Alright, let's continue playing out. So price kept going higher. Then started to reject. As you can see. And it basically invalidate this zone. So we would not be looking to take this trade because the candle didn't stay inside the zone. Some traders would enter on this still because the body did a close below the zone was actually a rejection candle. But for me, I will not be taking it. I just want high probability setups. So I will avoid that and wait for an axe setup. Yes. So let's delete this one. Yeah. So waiting still for a setup. We have three valid demand zones. So let's see what price will do. Alright, so we got the top. Now we're waiting on the break of candle. Break of candle is when the candle that is playing out go above or below the previous candle. In this case, we'd wait on the candle that is going to play out next to go above this green candle. Yeah, so let's see what price did. And there would have gotten that entry right here. And the SL would be below these candle wicks. It was playing out for a while in drawdown, got toops into the profit, and then we got stopped out. Oh, and we're aiming for small one to one. Yeah, one to one give me a higher win rate, so that's why I like it, and it's much easier on my psychology. Yeah, so that's today's trade. Also, I was tempted to enter another trade, but thankfully I didn't, and I saved my capital. It was the same buy trade. Let me play it out. Yeah, it was this trade. So, what the next demand zone? What the next demand zone? I got two, two minor, two minor break of structure. So this was a new high. No, this was a high that price made before it came back into the zone. So yeah, that high broke above this high, and it also broke above this minor high. So price broke above two minor highs before coming back into the zone. And we also got great rejection. Yeah, so it would be like a B setup since it's minor highs that were being broken. Alright, so would have gotten an entry on this candle. Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't take it. And then SL right here. One to one. Yeah. And price didn't even go halfway and would have gotten stopped out. So two losses in one day. I don't think I think that would be a roller coaster thing. And I would have even taken more trades to try and recover those two losses. But thankfully I didn't take the first trade. And I also bought a 5 hours account. 5,000. Yeah, so today 53 53.98. Yeah, so kind of risking 1% on this account, trying to pass it and thing. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow again, gonna trade the same US30 with the same discipline and thing. Yeah, so until tomorrow.